So you're being rolled into surgery. The emotions must be high. What's going through your head as that's happening?
I was sleeping. I was having a nap, but I'm guessing it was about 5 or 6 hours. And I remember them waking me up. I think it was about 11 o'clock at night. And the whoever, I don't know, it was a doctor, who it was, but I'm all groggy. And he said, I have your wife on the phone here. So would you want to talk to her? I said, oh, well, I have to. And so I started talking, because he had said, we're taking him back up to his room soon. So we chatted. I don't even know what I said. Couldn't tell you. And so then it was up to my room. I went, and I, again, just fell back asleep again. And I was like, where am I now? Because I remember going into the OR. I remember putting the armboard on me, and then all of a sudden, I'm back in my room. I don't know. They got me.
How are you feeling?
Tired, and a little bit sore. Not even sore, uncomfortable, because I'm going, oh, bandages, just zip strips. It's over. It's done. Now there's no turning back on. Like I said, now the page is turned. Now we're changing our life path again for, I don't know, dialysis was still better than dying, but now we're changing the path again to a life without dialysis.
So how long before you got to see Scott after your transplant surgery?
I think
it was about 3 days.
3 days. He was next door, but he just kept to himself, and that's what he wanted.
So what was that first meeting like between you and Scott?
The first meeting was, we just kind of looked at each other, and so I remember just saying, thank you. And he says, I'd have done it anyway. He said more than once, he goes, I have a great deal of respect for you. And he goes, that's why I did it. I've always had an admiration for the work you do and you just as a person. Once he started doing his journey through the transplant process, he goes, I'm not turning back until something happens or not.
So right now, your world has opened up a little bit. Things that you couldn't eat before, you now can eat. What are some of the favorite things that are now back on the menu for you?
That I could eat? Bananas, tomatoes. So in other words, I had a pizza because of tomato sauce. And we did that. We went down to a pizzeria and got a pizza made, and it was delicious. After 4 years, nice. I missed it.
What else has changed in life?
Energy level. I'm supposed to walk for 3 to 4K a day, and on a normal day, I'll do maybe 5 or 6, and on a really good day, I'll do up to 10 or 12. And the doctor went, what? And I went, 12K, just walk around town. So, but that's nice to have that much of energy. And I always remember we talk about energy. I remember my last day of dialysis. We're walking back, and I had to stop probably halfway up and lean on a building to have a break. And then I had to get Francis, my son, I said, hey, you better take my arm and kind of start me here. One of my goals was to not use that little elevator to walk up those 8 stairs. And as time went on, I did it. And then now I just don't. Away I go. But again, these little goals that I made for myself were just I had to do it. I wanted to do it.
Meal planning is much easier, much easier. The first couple of weeks after surgery, he had to eat 9 ounces of protein a day, so that was a bit challenging, and red meat was out still. But once he got over that hump, then we found a butcher in Yaletown, and we had grass-fed beef at $20 a pound, and it was so good. And we can eat out a little bit more. We don't have to sort of take into account which restaurants have what food. So we've been, and we're sort of on vacation here because we're not home. It'll change when we get home again, too. We won't be hitting up the bakery every night.
Now, speaking of dinners, you mentioned just before you went into surgery, or I guess the night before you were in surgery, you had a special dinner with Scott.
Both Scott and Michael were on sort of a almost a liquid diet. So we got them their takeout soup, and our son and his wife were there, and Scott's sister was there. So we're all sort of crammed into our room, having takeout dinners and having a family meal, and just having a lot of fun and laughter, and yeah, it was a good night.
Yeah, you've gone from soup to steak.
Soup to steak.
Soup to steak, yes.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by Kidney Plugged In. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And while you're at it, don't kidney around. Hit that subscribe button right now. It helps us out a ton. If you want to check out the next part in the series, click here. If you'd like to watch other inspiring and heartwarming patient stories, well then slide on over here. Cheers, and we'll see you next time on Kidney Plugged In.